Hello and welcome back once again to my latest video. In this video I'm going to show you 4 apps plus a bonus app at the end. These videos will enable you to fly safely, and I think that everybody that flies drones, especially the DJI Mini 2, should be using these apps. Obviously the first app that you're going to have to download when you get your DJI Mini 2 or any drone is a DJI Fly app. And if you've not seen the video, take a look at the card up there, and that will take you to the video I did earlier. So let's get on with this video. 4 apps coming right up. So the first app we're going to look at is the UAV forecast app, and this is what it looks like. This gives you lots and lots of information, all about the weather, all about the winds, temperatures, that kind of thing. It will give you a forecast, daily forecast, and the next day. If you want to look further ahead, there is a subscription to pay. So you get a free version at 24 hours, and subscribers can see a week ahead. I only use the free version. I have a look on the day that I'm going to fly, and the following day, 24 hours. So let's have a quick look into this. So your weather, there's all your weather icons. That obviously changes with the different weather. The time, the temperature, the visibility, how many sats you've got locked at the time, and the time scale at the bottom that you can see. That will show you when it's good to fly and when it's not good to fly. What you can do in here is you can set your wind speeds. Let me just there we go. So I set my maximum wind speed, that's ground level by the way, at 23 mile an hour, and then you've got your wind altitude. So if you're thinking of flying above 50 meters, you can take it up to 100 meters or 120 meters, which is your legal limit. So if you take it up to 100 meters, it will then tell you what the gusts are at 100 meters. You can see just there that it's showing that it's 70 mile an hour at 100 meters at the moment. If we was to go back in time, earlier in the day, as you can see, it does change. I usually have it around 50 meters for when I start to fly, and then you can check this whilst you're flying. Your wind direction, you can use the compass as I'm doing there, or you could use magnetic north. I generally use the compass, and then once you turn your phone or your tablet, whichever you're using, that will show you the wind direction and the course of which you're taking. Pretty good app this. Your wind profiles at different altitudes, which is another good feature. The maps, it shows you on the map where exactly you are. You just click your location, and it will give you your flight information as well, where you can't fly, that kind of thing. But we're going to come on to that in another app. There's your settings, so you can set all your no fly zone settings. You can have them all ticked off, show you warnings, show enhanced warning zones. It's a really useful app. I use this all the time when I go out to fly, especially to check on weather conditions and wind conditions, mainly wind conditions. So that's the first app. That's the UAV forecast app. So the next app we're going to look at is the NATS Drone Assist app. I think everybody that flies drones has at some point in their life used this. This is absolutely phenomenal app. This will give you all the information you need as to where you can and where you can't fly. If you just tap that button there, that will bring you into where we're actually at the moment. That's my hometown of Nottingham. So you can see quite clearly that there's some quite high risk areas in and around Nottingham. In fact, if we zoom out, you'll find that they're all over the country. Obviously, they're airports, no fly zones, football stadiums, that kind of thing. But this is a really good app It will even give you ground hazards as well. If you zoom in a little further, it will update, and then it will show you the different ground conditions. If you tap onto the menu and open the menu up, it will show you the different layer switches. If we just scroll through here, you've got your airspace, you've got your Class Ds, your controlled area, ground hazards. If you click that on, you can see on the map that there's lots of ground hazards. There might be radio masts, that type of thing, substations that you want to stay clear of. I don't usually have those off unless I'm in an area that I'm unaware of. And then obviously upper airspace. There's lots and lots of things that you can look at in this app. I generally on this screen shows me very quickly where I can and where I can't fly. Great app for no-fly zones and controlled zones. So if you've not got it already, download NATS Drone Assist. The next app we're going to look at is the OS Maps, which is the Ordnance Survey maps. This is quite handy because it will show you. If we just zoom out a little, that's just showing you my location. It will show you public footpaths. It will show you your contour lines, and will give you elevation lines. So I'm just scrolling through to give you an example. There we go. So you've got 80 meters, 90 meters, 100 meters. So it shows you that's where there's hills, that kind of thing. You can set points. You can set points on the maps. For instance, let's just say we want to walk to Moor Green from where I'm at. It'll come up with a summary, tell you how long it's going to take you to get there. These are what people have put in. Horse and Groom Pub at Moor Green. To walk from here, about 6 miles. 2 mile walk, a leisurely walk. Really good app if you want to have a look closely to where all your public footpaths are. So if you wanted to fly over somewhere where you thought that you weren't allowed to fly over, or not say weren't allowed to fly over, he was a bit cautious of flying over because you can virtually fly over anywhere because landowners don't own the airspace above it, and CAA do. But actually landing on their land or taking off from their land is another matter, or watching your privacy on these people's land. So if you take off from a public footpath, for instance, use this OS Maps, and that'll show you where they all are. If you scroll in, it will show you them. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. It's self-explanatory, really, this app. The menu, you can plot a route, walk, hire, run, off-road. So walk, change line, keep use, cancel that. It does have a compass line on as well, so whichever way you're facing, that compass line will alternate, which is quite handy when you're walking. So that's the OS Maps. The next app we're going to show you is the Met Office, which is basically it's a weather map. You choose your own weather map. I find this quite useful. It'll give you a forecast, as the BBC one does. It'll give you a video forecast of anywhere, whichever area you're in. You've got your settings, which you can set up notifications. You can customise your view. You can remove the advertising, that kind of thing, and manage your privacy settings. It's basically a weather app. I use this one, and I also use, for quick reference, the BBC weather app, which comes on most phones these days. Another weather app, but a great app if you want to have a look at what the forecast is going to be. There we go. That's the Met Office app. So the bonus app, this one, if like me you like watching sunrises and sunsets and getting some really dramatic scenery, cinematic footage, then this app is the one for you. What this will do, it will show you your sunrise time, and it will show you your a sunset time. It will show you your golden hour, your blue hours either side. This app is absolutely tremendous. It really is. I use this all the time. So the sunset tomorrow, as we stand now, April the 3rd, tomorrow, this will show you that the sunset is fair, and it's very, very accurate. 7:43 p.m. That's what it's going to be tomorrow. If we look at the sun, if we look at the sunrise, 7:37. That's what that's the time that it will come. You can set yourself a notification, so you can have any of these. I usually have the sunset and the sunrise on notification, so if I'm getting up early, I'll know that I've got a certain amount of time. So I think it's an hour. It notifies you before, but trust me, you'll get some cracking sunrise and sunset shots with this. Not with this app, but this will remind you when it's actually going to happen. Well, I hope those apps have brought some use to you. I certainly use them all the time, especially the UVA forecast with the wind. It's absolutely imperative that you don't fly above what your drone is supposed to be capable of. I set mine to, as I showed you, I set mine to a limit, and if it's showing red, I don't fly. It's as simple as that. The weather apps, they're all pretty much the same, although I think the OS maps for the Ordnance Survey maps, that's quite good. As you can see the terrain, you can see different views in it. Like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time going through each and every app. Will be on here for hours. But if you do want to know any more details, download them, have a go. If you need any advice, drop your comments below, and let me know, and I'll try and get back to you, each and every one of you, as soon as I can. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you've not enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up twice, and don't forget to subscribe below. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.